Hey, what's up you guys? CMZilla here doing an action figure review again. And this time it's going to be for my Throwback Thursday review. This is going to be the NECA Series 11, I believe. Sorry if I got that wrong. Water Emergence Predator. Okay, so I've had this figure for a while, and I was kind of looking for the Jungle Hunter at the time, but then I actually seeing him in person, this figure in person, it was pretty cool. So I just decided to pick it up, and it's a great figure, great figure. So let's get into it. He stands as tall as all the other Predators, basically all the other Predators. And just like all the other Predators that NECA has produced, very well detailed. One thing I want to point out real quick, I kind of wish that they somehow got the effect of the translucent kind of plastic on here onto the hinges on his elbows, but that's a minor gripe of mine, just very minor. So as you can see, he bends back pretty far. I'm gonna just start with the sculpt. Let's start with the head. I always thought that NECA does a really good job with the Predator helmets and the heads. So yeah, once again, just a repaint of the Jungle Hunter. This is all the Jungle Hunter right here for this figure. Let me get to focus. This is just the Jungle Hunter figure, just repainted. So yeah, really nice sculpt on the helmet. You can see some of the wrinkles on his neck there. It's pretty nasty. And I love how NECA does the individual dreadlocks. They don't fall down as great as the Hot Toys Predator, but I don't really expect that. So I'm just glad that they each individually move, so that sometimes you can get them to go like a certain way like that if you're going for that kind of look. So that's cool. I really like that. The body netting came out pretty good on this figure. They didn't paint over it, which they didn't need to, so it doesn't look sloppy. So I know sometimes they miss on the netting there, and you can feel all of that, and you can see his muscles are sculpted in there. On the bicep, you see some like little bumps and pretty good detail, really good detail, very nice. And then I really like the detail that they put on the gauntlets. I think they're very, very cool. And then on these bones here, these are just a translucent. They're the same bones, just translucent. And then they got this rope here. His crotch piece right there. His leg armor, very nicely sculpted. Doesn't get in the way of the articulation because it is bendy, so I don't gotta worry about that. I do like how the legs come out on NECA's Predators. I always think that they kind of nail it when it comes to the legs there. Very nice proportions there. So I think that's pretty cool. Nice knee armor. Some nice detail going on in there. I really like how they took the time to sculpt all these little, if I can get to focus. I don't know why it's not focusing. Okay. There we go. You can kind of see now. I like how NECA takes the time to sculpt really well. And his wrist blades are retractable, and they are see-through on this figure. Okay, so that's pretty much it for sculpt. That's all I have to say about that. Pretty good sculpt. Oh, also on just his shoulder armor and his wrist computer, which still does not open up, which is kind of a bummer. I like how they have this detachable shoulder cannon. I don't know. I kind of wish you could do that on the Hot Toys one, but I kind of don't. By the way, if you guys like my videos, then please, if you haven't already, watch the Hot Toys Classic Predator review that I did. It's a two-parter, so yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. Okay, so by means of his articulation, he's pretty well articulated. So head can move up that far, down that much. It's pretty good. He can move left and right. His shoulders can move outwards. No bicep swivel. Single jointed elbows. Wrist can fully rotate around as well as move up and down and side to side a little bit. That is because they are on this ball joint here. You can just pop that out. If you wanted to, you could rearrange them with like other Predator figures. So yeah. He does have a waist swivel right here. Legs can move out that far and in, back that much, but they don't want to stay. Forward, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, and a swivel at the foot, as well as ankle pivot and down and up. Okay, so pretty good articulation. I really do like the ball joint hips on my Predator figures. It turns out so much better than the swivel hips that NECA does with the Predator sometimes. So yeah. Paint wise, not a lot of paint detail, just kind of like a see-through kind of base, and then they kind of went over it with a certain wash, like this metallic gray, and then they got these sparks going on. I really like these all over the figure, so that's really nice. See-through. It's like semi-see-through in many places, so that's pretty cool. Again, that static kind of look on him. I really like that static look on him. It's pretty cool. Nothing on the back, and then on this little flap right here. So yeah, not a whole lot of paint detail. And then it's got some greens mixed in there. So nice use of color on NECA's part, but this figure doesn't really need that much paint detail. So yeah. As far as the accessories go, he comes, let me just get him to stand over here. He comes with a shoulder cannon like I showed earlier, which is articulated. I should have showed that during articulation. Down, up, and this can rotate around as well as up and down. So that has a good range of motion. And same paint detail on here, really nice. I like how NECA does this with their Predators, how it's detachable. I've always liked that. I know some people don't care for it though, which is, I don't know why. It's better to have it than not to have it, I think. And then also he comes with this skull, which, dang, my This will not focus. Okay, finally it's gonna focus. So I really like the sculpt on this, and then you can place it in his open palm hand. So you can place it in that hand. Really nice depth in there. Just really nice sculpting. Looks like it was like stitched up in the back. So yeah, it looks like it's stitched up in the back. That's pretty cool. I really like that. So yeah, pretty nice. Recommend the figure if you haven't picked it up. If you've been following NECA, if you've been picking up all their figures, or if you're a fan of their Predator line, I definitely recommend this guy. I don't know if I'd rather have a cloak predator, to be honest, in my collection, but I don't, unfortunately. So I think this guy is a pretty good substitute. But yeah, pick him up. I got this guy from Toy Anxiety. Check them out online. Give him a call. Really nice guy over there. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this. Please like or feel free to dislike. Please tell me in the comments what you thought of the video. Please subscribe, and Teamzilla out.